What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am here to do my Ring of Honor's Best in the World 2019 predictions. Now, Best in the World happens this Friday, live on pay-per-view and Honor Club from the UMBC Center for the second consecutive year in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, Best in the World is one of my favorite events for Ring of Honor other than Final Battle because this event never disappoints, and this year's card is pretty damn stacked. As of right now, we have 6 big matches with 2 titles on the line, so I am very excited to do my Best in the World predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record, coming into Best in the World this year after our last Ring of Honor event, which was the State of the Art Tour for the very first time in Kent, Washington, and Portland, Oregon, we want to combine 13-2. So our overall record coming in is 265, 88-2. So we're coming in really hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 7 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it 8. Hopefully. Now, this is the first video of a combined 4 video day on the channel, so hopefully you guys will be able to watch all of these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, and that notification bell, commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first time viewer, this is your first video, boy, pick to go in if you're a huge Ring of Honor fan like myself and you're ready for this year's Best in the World. Welcome to the Dangerous Lines. I'm JT Dangerous, so welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop whoop! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, which they probably will, I'll have them in the comment section down below. But I'm going to do the 6 big matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is representing Lifeblood, and he's looking to win his first singles title in his Ring of Honor career. He is the ever-exciting Bandido. And Bandido is challenging the reigning and defending Ring of Honor Television Champion, the heavy hitter from Cleveland, Shane Taylor. Now, starting off with Bandido first, this is a big opportunity for him to win his first singles title in Ring of Honor after coming off a very good showing in this year's Best of Super Juniors and quite possibly being in this year's Super J Cup as well. But Bandido is looking to get another big win. He's beaten Shane Taylor before in Ring of Honor Television, but this matchup is now big because it's for a Ring of Honor singles title. So Bandido's looking to bring a title back home to Lifeblood. Then it is how you have Shane Taylor coming in as the reigning champ. He won the belt during a 4-corner survival matchup during the War of the Worlds tour, and this is his first title defense since. Now, if you have been watching Ring of Honor Television, we have seen Shane Taylor say he wants to be the greatest Ring of Honor TV champion since Jay Lethal. In my opinion, Jay Lethal was the greatest Ring of Honor TV champion in a long time, and Shane Taylor is looking to live up to that hype. And history at Best in the World definitely favors Shane Taylor, because here's a huge dangerous fact. The Ring of Honor Television title has only changed hands 1 time at Best in the World. Champions here are 7-1. And the last time the Ring of Honor Television title changed hands at Best in the World, you gotta go all the way back to 2011, well, when El Generico, Sami Zayn, defeated then champion, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. So Shane Taylor is looking to continue the dominance of TV champions here at Best in the World, and Bandido's looking to be only the 2nd man in Ring of Honor history to win the title at Best in the World. So, coming from me in this first matchup for the Ring of Honor Television Championship, this one's going to be a good one. But I'm going to go with Shane Taylor to retain the Ring of Honor Television Championship by any means and defeat Bandido. And now the next matchup. It is a one-on-one first ever meeting. On one side, he is Ring of Honor's resident high flyer. He is Flip Gordon. And his opponent is coming in as the hottest rising star in Ring of Honor in 2019. And he's coming in undefeated. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is El Toro Blanco Rouge. Now, this matchup could definitely be match of the night in my opinion. Now, starting off with Flip Gordon first, He's coming off losing that Defy or Deny matchup at State of the Art Portland, which now says that Flip Gordon cannot challenge Matt Taven for the Ring of Honor World Championship as long as Taven is champion. So Flip Gordon definitely is not going to be in the title picture for a very long time. So Flip Gordon's looking to get back on the winning track and end Rush's undefeated streak. There on the side, you have Rush looking to continue his undefeated streak in Ring of Honor, and he's also looking to add another big name to his resume of victims. I mean, this is the man who beat Dalton Castle in less than 30 seconds. And this guy, and Rush is definitely hot right now. And I mean El Fuego hot. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't even got a title shot yet for either the TV or the world title. But a big victory here over Flip Gordon, and crazy to think, correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but this is Rush's first one-on-one match at an Honor Club event since G1 Supercard in April. He hasn't had a one-on-one match on pay-per-view or at an Honor Club show in 2 months. So, you know Rush is going to be hungry, and he's looking to gore Flip Gordon out of existence. So, coming from me in this one-on-one first ever meeting between these two, I think the key word in this matchup is who's going to be the guy to win by any means necessary. Flip is not that guy. So coming from me, I am taking the undefeated El Toro Blanco Rush to remain undefeated and defeat Flip Gordon by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a pure wrestling match on one side. He is the former two-time Ring of Honor World Television Champion, and he's one of my favorite heels in Ring of Honor. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is professional wrestling's last real man, Silas Young, and his opponent is Ring of Honor's resident submission specialist, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is the Octopus Jonathan Gresham. Now, this is the third one-on-one meeting between Jonathan Gresham and Silas Young. Silas Young has won the previous 2 meetings on Ring of Honor television, so Gresham is looking to finally beat Silas Young. Now, starting off with Silas first, he is coming in very different. He's been coming off very off. I mean, for somebody who's very much of a bruiser and he will cheat by any means necessary, he's been playing it very technical. Even calling himself Ring of Honor's last technical real man. And he's been winning matches very technically, which is kind of weird to see as a Silas Young fan. But even though he can do all that kind of stuff, but he chooses not to, and now he's doing it just to rub the salt into the wound for Jonathan Gresham, who he beat twice with nefarious, with cheating. So Silas Young is looking to continue his dominance against Jonathan Gresham and continue to say he is Ring of Honor's most technical wrestler. There on the other side, you have Jonathan Gresham coming off a very good showing in his first best of Super Juniors in his career. Even though he didn't win, he showed that he can definitely go with any of those junior heavyweights in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he could quite possibly be in this year's Super J Cup as well. But Jonathan Gresham is looking to shut the mouth of Silas Young once and for all. It's like for Jonathan Gresham to hear that Silas Young is the greatest technical wrestler kind of gets to his head, because if you watch Jonathan Gresham wrestle, he can wrestle like no other. He can put you in submission holds you will never believe. It's like watching a Zack Sabre Jr. matchup when it comes to Gresham. And with his size, he can really do some damage with those submission holds. So he's looking to prove that Silas Young is not the greatest technical wrestler in Ring of Honor, and that the Octopus is. So, and with this matchup being pure wrestling rules, there's not going to be any cheating in this kind of matchup. This is going to be technical wrestling. So coming from me in this pure rules, technical wrestling one-on-one showdown, I wonder how long will it take for Silas to cheat. That's the biggest question. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the Octopus Jonathan Gresham to defeat Pro Wrestling's last real man, Silas Young, by any means. And now the next matchup, a very intriguing tag team battle. On one side, they are representing the National Wrestling Alliance, consisting of the reigning NWA National Champion, a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, and a former NWA World Champion. He is Ian Riccaboni's broadcasting partner, and if you know his theme, you already know who it is, because it's...
Boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, it's Colt Cabana.
And his partner is the reigning two-time NWA World Champion, a former TNA World Champion in his own right. He'll be accompanied by his manager and bodyguard, Camille. He is the self-proclaimed national treasure, Nick Aldis. And their opponents are the former and unprecedented 10-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, former, and they are the best damn tag team in Ring of Honor's history. They're looking to stick it to the NWA, and if you know their music, you know who I'm talking about. It's time to reach for the sky, boy. They are Mark J. the Briscoes. Now, this is the ongoing war between the Briscoes and the NWA. Now, starting off with the NWA team of Aldis and Cabana, this team is going to be like oil and water. I kind of think these two guys hate each other, especially Colt Cabana. I think Colt Cabana has never forgiven Nick Aldis for beating him in China to win the NWA World title. And we all know Nick Aldis will continue to say it every time he's on commentary with Colt. Oh, I'm the guy who beat you in China to be the NWA World Champion. And the fact that these two are tag teaming for the NWA is just like, why? And even though I'm not a big fan of Nick Aldis, I think he's a joke of an NWA World Champion, and Colt Cabana being the national champion, which I kind of like because I like Colt. Who doesn't like Colt Cabana? But I think this team is not going to be very, together. They're very dysfunctional. I think it's going to crack in this matchup. Then on the other side, you have the Briscoes coming in, looking to stick it to the NWA. Like I said, these boys have definitely been screwed out of the Crockett Cup, in my opinion. They were the favorites to win that tournament, but it was because of a disqualification, being the NWA rules are kind of back in the 1980s. The Briscoes have definitely waged war. They have attacked Colt Cabana. They have said screw you to the NWA, and I can't blame them. The NWA is not what it used to be with Billy Corgan running the show, and it's not David Crockett. It's a guy who was the leading singer for the Smashing Pumpkins, and who really kind of killed Impact Wrestling when he was there. So why should I trust the NWA now with Billy Corgan running it? So coming from me in this tag team battle between the NWA and the Briscoes, the key word in this matchup is tag team continuity, and the Briscoes got it. And Aldis and Cabana are not gonna be just a functioning tag team. I just do not see it. So coming from me, I am taking them boys, the Briscoes, to defeat the team of Nick Aldis and Colt Cabana by any means. And now the next matchup, it is another one-on-one first ever meeting. On one side, he is representing CMLL, and he is the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is the younger brother of Roosh, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Dragon Lee, and his opponent is a former Ring of Honor World Champion, and he is a whole different wrestler that we saw a year ago. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Dalton Castle. Now, starting off with Dragon Lee first, he's coming off a very good showing in this year's Best of the Super Juniors, winning 7 matches and only losing two to Shingo and I think it was Taiji Ishimori. And he is also coming off losing the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship to the Best of Super Juniors 26 winner Will Ospreay at Dominion. And if you have not seen that matchup, definitely go see it. It was amazing. So Dragon Lee's coming in definitely beltless, but he's looking to get back on track with a big win here at Best in the World. Then on the other side, you have Dalton Castle looking to get back on a winning track ever since losing to Dragon Lee's older brother Roosh in less than 30 seconds at G1 Supercard. Dalton Castle's attitude has definitely changed. And for me, it's changed for the better because he's got no more boys and he's all business. He's not doing all the whole this and doing all the peacocking. He's just being a straight wrestler, winning by any means necessary. And Dalton Castle has said, if I couldn't beat Roosh, I can damn sure beat his little brother Dragon Lee. So this is the whole aspect of this matchup. Dalton Castle saying that he couldn't beat Roosh, but he can damn sure beat his younger brother Dragon Lee one-on-one. So, coming from me in this one-on-one first ever meeting between these two. Ooh, this one's going to be a good one. Do not underestimate Dragon Lee. For somebody who's a junior heavyweight, he can go with any heavyweight in Ring of Honor or in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But coming from me, I think the woes of Dalton Castle against Roosh and Dragon Lee are going to continue. So I'm going to take Dragon Lee to defeat Dalton Castle by any means. And now, the main event for the undisputed, real Ring of Honor World Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is the former Ring of Honor Television Champion. He is a former Never Openweight Champion. And he's looking to become the next Ring of Honor World Champion. He is the undefeated Hawaiian Juggernaut himself, Jeff Cobb. And Jeff Cobb is challenging the reigning and defending, undisputed, real Ring of Honor World Champion, the leader of the kingdom, and the second Grand Slam winner in Ring of Honor's history. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about, you Melvins. He's Cobb-Taven. And now this one's going to be a fantastic main event match for the Ring of Honor World title. Now starting off with Jeff Cobb first, he is coming in red hot. Ever since winning that four-corner survival matchup against Jay Lethal, PCO, and Roosh at War of the Worlds in Chicago in that international TV taping, he has been on fire, making his trip and his wave of momentum coming into this huge world title matchup. But this is his first Ring of Honor World Championship opportunity. Yes, he has been the Ring of Honor TV champion. He was the undefeated Ring of Honor TV champion who never got pinned or submitted for that belt. He's a former Never Openweight champion who, in my opinion, should have never lost the Never Openweight title to Tai Chi. But he's looking to go to greener pastures and finally become the Ring of Honor World Champion. And with that finishing hold, the Tour of the Islands, and with his freakish Olympic athleticism, Jeff Cobb is primed and ready to become the Ring of Honor World Champion. And he can definitely do it here tonight. There on the other side, you have Cobb-Taven coming off, continuing his reign as the Ring of Honor World Champion since winning the belt in that ladder match at G1 Supercard in Madison Square Garden this past April. And he has been really the fightingest Ring of Honor World Champion in history. I mean, look at the people he has beaten so far in his first reign. PCO, Mark Haskins, Tracy Williams, Flip Gordon, and so many others. And you can just tell Ring of Honor continues to stack the deck against the champ. And I kind of think it's unfair. They even banned TK and Vinny from ringside. I'm sorry, why do you guys continue to stack the deck against this guy and he continues to get it done? And history at Best in the World really doesn't favor either Cobb or Cobb-Taven, because here's a dangerous fact. The Ring of Honor World title has only changed hands 4 times. And champions here are 4-4. And the last time the Ring of Honor World title changed hands, you got to go all the way back to 2017 when Cody beat the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. So the Ring of Honor title hasn't changed hands in 2 years at best in the world, and Matt Taven is looking to continue that streak. And if anybody thinks Matt Taven is not a worthy Ring of Honor World Champion, I was reading that every time somebody gets involved in Matt Taven's matches, it tarnishes his legacy as Ring of Honor World Champion. I am sorry. Whoever says that is a fucking idiot. I saw Seth Rollins win the WWE World Heavyweight title in 2016, and he had everybody help him, and he's like one of the best of all time. If Matt Taven can get some help from people, so be it. Because that doesn't make him a bad champion. That just makes him a good heel. Slimy heel like Seth Rollins was in 2016. Anybody who says they don't like Matt Taven because he does that stuff is obviously a Melvin. So, coming from me in this huge matchup for the Ring of Honor World Championship, is it going to be the climax or is it going to be the Tour of the Islands? That's the big question. As much as I love Jeff Cobb, and I wouldn't mind seeing Jeff Cobb be the Ring of Honor World Champion, I really wouldn't. Matt Taven has only been champ for 2 months. That is nowhere near enough as a legitimate reign. 2 months is nothing. I really believe Taven is going to hold the belt all the way up to December at Final Battle and then lose it. And he does have a Ring of Honor World title matchup against Jay Lethal at the Hammerstein Ballroom at Manhattan Mayhem and an international TV taping. So, coming from me, I'm playing this one safe, but I could get this one wrong. But I'm going to take Matt Taven, the undisputed real Ring of Honor World Champion, to retain his title by any means and defeat Jeff Cobb. Thy kingdom come. And those are my Best in the World 2019 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning this huge Ring of Honor World title match between Jeff Cobb and Matt Taven? Who do you have winning the TV title between Bandido and Shane Taylor? Who do you have winning between Roosh and Flip Gordon? Who do you have winning between Silas Young and Jonathan Gresham in that pure wrestling matchup? And who do you have winning between Dragon Lee and Dalton Castle? Let me know in the comment section below your picks and your opinions. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance, and I will see you guys later today for my AEW's Fyter Fest 2019 predictions and my New Japan Pro Wrestling Southern Showdown Melbourne and Sydney 2019 predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.